Hey everybody, back again. I'm going to do a little video and just go over a few things about the upcoming DNA 200 made by Evolv, which I'm rather excited for. As you can see here, I have a collection of all my DNA mods that I have acquired since the DNA 20 was released some time ago. Let's go over some of the new things that I've noticed on the DNA 200, which seems to be a little different than all these other mods here in front of me. Obviously, first thing off, 200 watts is going to be the max. Alright, it's going to be using a 3S LiPo or 3 cells like 318-650s or something of that sort. That's what it seems to be to me. Also, it's going to be firmware upgradable. You're going to be able to control the brain of the board through a computer. I'm not exactly sure to the extent. From what I've seen, it seems like it's going to be rather in-depth what you're going to be able to do. It's going to have some presets. You're going to be able to change what's displayed on the screen, like amps, watts, volts, resistance. Mainly, it looks like it's going to be rather complicated. Also, through some of the research I've done, some of the websites, it seems it's going to be putting out some mods coming up soon. Vapor Shark, Hobo Customs, Hana Mods, Flawless Vapor Shop, Opus Vapor, and Avid Vapor. Now, the prototype units that I've seen, I guess Rip have and Phil have, looks to be like Avid Vapor made that one and sent it out to those guys. So hopefully soon we can see something coming out. The only one I know of so far is Opus Vapor, which they have the mod put together, and looks like a first round of pre-orders was sold. I actually missed out. Wish I would have grabbed that. I'm sure Vapor Shark, you know, all the stuff they're doing these days, they got so much crap going on. I'm sure they're not going to be far behind. So that's quick little things I got there. Now I guess we'll show you some of the mods that I have here. Now, let's see. I got 3 DNA 20s left. Now, this is one that I actually made. I seem to actually, you know, I really like the P size. Takes a single 18650. Alright. Fat Daddy connector. And this one's quite beat up. I've used this one a lot. Alright, so that's a 20. Now, this was made by a modder. Mamu was her name. This is a Hammond 1590A box. Next up on deck is put a Fat Daddy on here, because these connectors, they're terrible. So, you know, this is pretty cool. There's another DNA 20. Alright, now actually this runs off of 2 LiPo packs in series. So, alright. And this one was one of my earlier ones I made. It was just spray painted instead of powder coated. Before the Fat Daddy connectors came out, this was a Chiyu top cap and adjustable that way. This thing's got its use, that's for sure, as you can see. This also has 2 1200 LiPo batteries in it instead of an 18650. Now, when the K-Funds were popular, and that's what I was using mostly, 2400 got me through a whole day easy. Now it's not quite the same. Now over to my 30s, what I have here. Now this one, to me, this is the best one I have. Now this here was the Wizard Apprentice Evolv 2. Alright, made by Mark Buggs. And this is certainly authentic. Made in Romania, number 32. This thing is just so incredibly small. I mean, so incredibly small. Adjustable 510, stainless steel, DNA 30, single 18650. I mean, you can see it next to a Vapor Shark, I guess. You know, it's not, for a tube mod, that's not that bad. Here's a Hana V2. You know, it's not that bad. So, I also have a gray Vapor Shark, which obviously they don't make the gray anymore. RDNA, single 18650, DNA 30. Alright. And what my other prized mod that I have here, this is a man cave mod. Alright, made pretty much by hand here in the US. I'm not exactly sure of the woods on this, but I mean, it's beautiful. Alright, and the next project I have is to put another Fat Daddy 510 on top of here. These connectors, they're terrible, that's for sure. Once you get used to the spring loaded, that just doesn't cut it anymore. Alright, now I also have, which seemed to get kind of passed over, you don't hear much about it. I'll scroll this up, I'll show you what this is. Now, this also here, something I put together. You can see the evolution, I guess, of the mod over time. That was my first one. This was somewhere in the middle. I made a bunch of these, gave them to people, sold them to some people. And, this is the newest one with the low pro Fat Daddy. All right. Now I was short one of these USB shrouds or mounts, so I still got to do that yet. All right. Magnets on this one. Single 18650. Alright. To me, this is just the best size. Now, this is actually a DNA 25. Alright, still got temp control, 25 watts, but this is just like one of the original DNA 40s. It's got the screen glitches, no resistance lock or anything like that, so pretty much it's a 25 watt board. Okay, so on to the DNA 40s that I have currently. Alright, now this was a DNA 20. This was an original V2. Now this is actually my second one. I had a gray one, number 9, that I got off of Facebook, and I sold it to get something else that I don't have anymore. But I ended up getting one of these back. Alright, since then I've changed this over to a 40. And this was one of the original 40s. I guess I got lucky. I bought 3 originally. 2 of them were bad. This one happened to be pretty good. Temp controls, it doesn't lock in. It's pretty much, again, just a 40 watt mod. Now this box here, the V2, it's a tank. I use this thing every day. At work. This is definitely my workhorse. That's for sure. Okay, now my other one I changed over would be this. This is a Psy box. Now, I believe this was made in the Philippines. I got it secondhand. Spring-loaded connector. All right. This is also dual 18650, and this came again with a DNA 30 in it. But I took it upon myself to change it over to a DNA 40. So there you go. It wasn't too bad. It was a tight fit. Alright, and this one's nice. This is really nice with the dual 18650s. You can't beat it. All aluminum. It's got these, you tighten the batteries down right through here. So yeah. Alright, and then the newest one I got, okay, is the Hana V4. Now I'm going to do a sole review of this shortly. Spring-loaded connector. I love this new fire button. Alright. This is the larger screen, has the resistance lock, all the newer features for the DNA, and this one works great. It gets a little glitchy when in temperature mode, but it always comes out. It hasn't gotten stuck or anything, but the screen does still get a little glitchy. Okay, so that's my collection of DNA stuff. It's pretty much, this is all I use every day. Some sort of DNA mod in one way or another. I'm going to be getting a DNA 200 as soon as I can get my hands on one. So as soon as I get one, I'll definitely, talk a little bit more about it. But that's about it for today. Thanks.